Alright, now I'm doing what I should have done. Got some assembly lube all over it. Got the bearings first and then the crank. And now I'll lube up the other bearings and drop them on. I don't even know what I was thinking. I mean, test the crank, lube up the crank, and install the crank. No, I thought, oh, let's test the crank and then flip it over and do something else. Got all the main caps on now, so put together with lots of assembly lube. I know you're not supposed to spin it much, but I spun it once or twice just to see if she would bind up or anything from being bent, and it seems pretty good, so it's okay. At least I hope it is. I haven't torqued them yet, but I will. Probably after I get the pistons on, just so it's easier to spin. And then I'll torque it down. Cam's all re-lubed and back in. Doing a little bit more thorough cleaning on these. I cleaned most of them before winter, but wanted to clean them a little bit better. Now they look really nice. Just show the difference. This is what I started with. This one I haven't cleaned at all. It's pretty gunky. Lots of carbon crap on here, and now it's gonna be kind of joyful. But that's what they look like after. So it's the step that I was not looking forward to, but it's the last tedious step before I can actually start throwing this thing together. Oh, just gotta plug away and get it done. Pistons 1 and 2 are in. I threw some plastic gauge on them. They were right within spec, so threw some lube in there, assembled them, torqued them down, and then I rotated it to do 3 and 4. And there's a whole bunch of rust in this guy from it sitting over winter apparently, so I'm just gonna clean these journals out again, which is not a bad thing to do. They're a little important. So there we go. Clean that up a little bit and I can put 3 and 4 in. Got the rest of them ringed up, and the rings all clocked. In typical Fricked Garage fashion, I forgot to clock some of the rings. I clocked cylinder 1, put it in, and then today I put in 3, 4, and 2 without clocking them. So I'm debating if I should pull them out or not. No, we've gone too far. So I'm just gonna send it. It's fricked. She's all together. Bottom end's torqued down. Put the timing set on, as you can see. Set it top dead center, ready to go. I guess we'll work on the top end. But yeah, there's the bottom end of our dropped piston, dropped crank, torched piston, unclogged ringed high performance big block. It's gonna be excellent. What are you doing, troublemaker? That can't go on YouTube. So what are you doing, troublemaker?
I already told you what I'm doing.
This is what you call troublemaker. Ping in the rear.
I am taking apart the small block so I can build it for my Suburban.
Why?
Because Suburban's old and tired.
Why?
Because we put a lot of miles on her.
Why?
I'm done answering your stupid questions.
Why?
I need a 15 mil deep socket. Do you have one?
Why?
Myself.
Okay, so if you didn't catch those detailed responses from my wife, what she was trying to say was I gave her an engine for the Suburban that she can rebuild and then put in it. It's the one I was going to put in the Pathfinder. It's a 350. Can put Vortec heads on it, carb, switch it to HEI. Got a cam for it. She's been pulling it apart all day. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, she got the heads off. Looks fairly decent, fairly clean. Got a video of that thing running when I got the truck. Put that right now. See? Didn't run too bad. Supposedly it's a crate motor. Truck blew up at 120,000 kilometers on. He put that in, so it should have. I think the previous owner said 100,000 kilometers on it, or 160,000 or something, or I can't remember. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. Got the headset on. My God, tired of carrying these heavy things around. Haven't torqued them down yet. That's next step. Got my lifters back all in. Everything buttoned up on the front. Then I got distracted. Neighbor gave me a generator. Said it worked. And had a low engine light, or a low oil light, and stopped working, but it had oil. Did an oil change. He had it way overfilled. And it was really dirty, so I poured it all out, put new oil in at a nice level. I got no light coming on, but I also have no spark. So I've been pulling it apart. I think it's the coil. I've been testing on the coil with the multimeter. I gotta try to find the numbers on this thing so I can look it up and see the specifications of the coil and see if I can get a replacement one. It's a Princess Auto generator, and Princess Oil has almost the same coil for $12, but it has one wire going into instead of the two there. So I don't know how that will work. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure how much I trust this thing. I don't know what that is. The rules say keep refueling, stop engine, no Som King, do not spill. I don't know what Som King is. I'm pretty sure I don't do it, so I think we're okay. Got the valve train all buttoned up. Everything's nice and fancy. Just got to put the intake on, and then it's actually ready to set in the truck. Exciting. Got my fancy valve covers set on here, and I got plugs for them. And I found both of the flame set here. And I actually found the cap for this. I didn't know I had that. Should have one for the other side too, but don't know if I have it or not. These actually came off my uncle's Beaumont, if you remember that car. These were the ones that were on it for many years, and then he went to the flame ones that you saw in my previous videos. So I got these off him for like 20 bucks. Very happy. They need a good cleaning, but I might leave them for now. And I have questions. I don't know what happened there, but I don't really talk with my uncle a whole lot, so yeah, that's where we're at. Everything's buttoned up, ready to throw in. I'll throw the intake on it tomorrow, and then I guess I'll start prepping around the truck for it. Well, I think she's ready to finally go into the truck. Got throw out a body spacer that came with the truck. Truck itself also has some shorty headers, so I'm hoping between the cam, the headers, throw out a body spacer, blah blah blah, should be about 250 horsepower, somewhere in there, which isn't a lot, but these things are torque monsters. I think factory, if I remember correctly, this comes with 230 horsepower and like 380 or 390 foot-pounds of torque. So I'm hoping to be about 250, 400, which should be plenty. I need a break after moving all that over. The leaving part's not so bad. It's the entering part. Of course, it's fully together, so she's a little heavy.